is my entire life. I met him since I was, what, 13 years old or 12, something like that. I used to go and play tennis. And that's when I knew about St. John's, and I started wearing St. John's basketball jersey. I didn't know what it meant, but I was so proud to have that. And you know, he kept telling me, pushing me to go to school because he thought that, you know, I could be a good journey. And it happened. I came to St. John's. With these great efforts. You know, that's what I was talking about, helping. You were helping me without knowing who I was going to be. And you put it all your heart. You see what I was talking about? This life is not about, it's not about this. It's about the heart. It is about the heart. It's about human being. Because what you did to me is something that I trust God, but I believe that if I didn't have that journey, I wouldn't have been doing it now. And it wasn't the end, because when my late father passed, he came to Fumban. I don't know what happened. There was this plan about how they have to go and pick me, because in the tradition, they don't just call you and say, come and sit here, king. No. So it has to be a surprise, complete surprise. And they have to do it the traditional way. So they will come and either grab you and hide you or stuff like that. So that night, I was trying to rush for everybody. I was trying to hide from everyone. And I ran into him. I was like, oh, this is even the perfect person with whom I can say, because he probably doesn't even know what is going on. It was at night, around midnight, 1 a.m., and they had to present the king the next day at 7 o'clock. So I kept running. So when I would see someone that could, you know, all of us, it could be anybody among the friends. So every time I saw someone, I would just run. And I ran into him. I said, oh, thanks God. Now I have someone with whom I can talk. I didn't know that he was the one that was. That's really what happened. And he told me, okay, come, we have to talk about something. Let's go and talk. And that's how he brought me where he had to bring me. You see, you've been part of my life. See, now I'm here, sitting here, talking about my experiences, still with you. One thing I wish is that you have to retire
Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the kind words. It's been an amazing experience for me. And certainly getting to know you and your family, it's been life-altering. Okay, so back to the questions. We have an important one here. From an incoming freshman. So this person is a freshman now. An Osnim who's come from the Caribbean. He says his experiences at St. John's have been really exciting so far, but also nerve-wracking. So he wants to know from you, the king, how do you overcome nervousness? Being nervous.
You're always going to be nervous. So there's no medicine, unless you take some medicine, you buy, you go to CVS, you buy something, but it's only going to last, I don't know, 1 day or 6 hours. But being nervous is normal. The real question is, you know, what to do when you're nervous. You have to be able to control yourself. Like I told you at the beginning, is patience. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to know yourself. You have to accept others. And you have to be able to share who you are with others without no regrets. You don't spend time regretting about what happened to you yesterday, no. You have to try to find the lesson that you're learning out of it and move.
Thank you. Next question. How was your life growing up as a prince? How was your life growing up?
It was just a normal life, I think.
It was just normal life. This was a student question.
Yeah, I used to like going to school, playing a lot of sport. Yeah, that's what I used to do. Basically, meeting with friends, talking.
Okay. Next question. Who or what has been your greatest source of inspiration throughout your journey as a monarch? What advice would you give to young leaders who aspire to make a positive impact in their communities and the world? So your greatest sources of inspiration as a leader.
I mean, I would, of course, talk about my father. Because I found out that he was teaching me stuff, and I didn't know for what reason until I became him. Now, every time that I'm facing some situation, it's coming into my head. Now I'm understanding why he was doing this to me, why he wanted me to do that, and all of that. So it's probably something that is very, very normal for me.
I think I may have skipped a question here. Do you live in a palace?
Do I live in a
This is
palace?
one of the questions, yeah, from the student. They want to know, do you live in a palace?
Yes, I live in a palace.
Okay.
Unless I'm renting it, huh?
Unless you're not renting. Definitely not. Next. What do you believe are the most important qualities of a successful leader? So you mentioned patience is important. Anything else for a successful leader?
I think for a successful leader, you have to not procrastinate. Procrastination is not good. Don't complain. Something happens, you learn from it, and you move on. You have to always try to understand why someone did something. And that will help you focus on the objectives that you have to meet. Don't focus on the emotion that people are giving to you, because those are distractions. I think a good leader, you always have to have a good entourage. Being able to have, because that's something that is very important. When you're young, going to college, you can meet people. But the end of your life or in college depends on the people that you meet. Because when you're young, you want to try many things. You don't sometimes know the outcome of it. So you have to know who is around you, who you can talk to, who you can make as friends, and all of that. You play a big role. It's the same thing with the successful leader. If you have bad people around you, you're going to do bad.
I think that response leads into this next question. How stressful are your days, are your day-to-day activities, and how have you adapted? So how do you deal with the stress of this of being a king?
I mean, I have to just try to do what I have to do. Each day, focus on that. Wake up and try to make the day different from, I avoiding the routine and always be happy and comfortable when I finish my day, and knowing that I have given a smile to people and been able to do my job.
Okay, great. Okay, the next question is an extension of something you spoke about earlier. How did you become king? So we know that your father passed away. Why? How is it that, who is eligible to become king? How is it that you were chosen?
So according to the Burman tradition, only princes born while their father was king can become king. So if I had kids before, if I had a boy or kids before being a king, he cannot be a king. Only those that that were born after being a king. So I was the firstborn of my father after he became king. He had a previous long life before that. So that's basically it. But I don't really know how I became, how it happened. But I think that's what I'm going to be doing now.